Okay, so I am just getting on my shoes and putting on my sunglasses, and then we're gonna head out. And you know what? We're just gonna confront all the stuff coming up in real time, and we're gonna deal with them. And this is what I do. I thought this was the best way to kind of explain what I do and the deeper process of this. So like right now, I am feeling really out of breath because I couldn't find my shoes, and I had to go digging for some other shoes, and I'm having a high symptom day, a really high symptom day, and right now I'm out of breath. I feel dizzy. I'm having vertigo. The DPDR is terrible, derealization, depersonalization. I'm having some anxiety coming up, like what if I get out there and I go too far and I can't get back home quick enough, because my safe space, this is where I started. My safe space is curled up in my bed with a sleeping mask and doing somatic tracking. Like that's my safe space. That's my coping mechanism, and I've got to push out of that. And so it's like, well, what if we can't get home fast enough and this agoraphobia is coming up? My brain thinks the only way to deal with this is not live while we're out there doing it. It's in our safe space in our bed. That's the only way we can deal with it. That is what the old man is saying. The old man that's in that bed, that's stuck in that bed, that can't get out of that bed. That's the old man. We have overcome the old man. And now when it comes up, we have to use this new man to deal with this old man. So this is all coming up. And what I have in my weapons, I don't know, I don't want to make it like a fight, but like I'm going to pull out, hey brain, we have done this before 1,000,000 times. We've done this for almost 3 years now. And have we ever fainted out there? And if the answer for you is yes, it might be yes. Did we get through it? Did we overcome it? Were we able to deal with it? Yes. I've had times where I just thought I was going to die out there on the middle of my walk. I didn't think I was going to make it home, but I made it home. I made it home. So I have to draw on the experiences, and I have to show my brain, hey, and this is why it's so important to do it. You have to actually put the action. I'm going to open my blinds, sorry. You have to put the action with it, because you have to have that real life experience of we can actually do this. For me, affirmations are just not enough. Okay, stepping outside now. So my brain is, it's like I feel dizzy. Everything looks disorienting because of the DPDR. I'm feeling faint. I'm feeling lightheaded. I'm thinking, what if my blood sugar drops? What if it's already low? What if I don't have enough to do my walk? And I just have to say, well, we're going to go anyway. And we're just going to face this. And whatever happens, happens. We're going on a suicide mission. My brain thinks that. My old man thinks we're going on a suicide mission. It thinks it's just going to die out here. And we're going to prove to it again. Once again, we're going to practice. We're going to flex that muscle. We're going to show up to that gym. We're going to lift those weights, even though it's hard. We're going to do that extra set. And we're going to show it that we can do this. And we have to take back control. We have to get back into the driver's seat. We're not going where you want us to go. You're going to come along. We're going to make sure you feel safe in the process. We're going to make sure that you feel somewhat okay. We're not abandoning you, because there's that little child inside that's like, oh, you're abandoning me. No. Come on, you can do this. We're gently encouraging ourselves. Gently. We're not pushing. We're not forcing. We're not beating ourselves up. We're just gently saying, we can do this. We can do this. Look, Sandy did it. There's a lot of other people on this recovery journey who's done this. And here's the thought. Here's the thought. I'm the exception. I'm worse off. I have something different. Because you can find similar stories, but there's always that thing that's not quite like somebody else's. And that's that seed of doubt. That's that old man that wants to keep you bound because it thinks that's safe. Meanwhile, You're living, but you're not living. You're just existing, and that's no life. And you have to get fed up and be like, I want to live. You have to choose to live and not to die. You have to choose to live and not just exist. And it's hard. And I just told my friend the other day who's dealing with this. Well, actually, I told her this a long time ago and she brought it up again. It's not easy. It's not easy to go on my walk. It's not fun. It doesn't feel good. I remember when I used to be able to go for walks and it felt good to get out. I remember it like helping with my anxiety and depression, and it was like a pill that I could take instead of a mental health pill. It was like this other type of pill. I could take it and it would make me feel uplifted and better, and I would get in shape, and like, no, that's all out the window. I feel horrible while I go for my walk, and I feel horrible when I get back. And I go anyway. I go anyway because my other choice is to sit in that bed and wither away. And both are uncomfortable and both suck. But at least this way, I can go down. If I get out here in the middle of my walk and I collapse, okay, guess what? I went out with my freedom and being empowered. I went out with strength. I went out challenging that fear. And I can be proud of myself. And you know what? I'll take that any day. If I gotta choose between uncomfortable and uncomfortable, I'm gonna at least choose the one with a little more benefits. So, okay, now I'm out here and I've already gone longer than I thought I could go. My brain was like, I always have to tell myself this. Whatever that mini goal is, we're just gonna do that. For me, it's 5 minutes. We're just gonna get out for 5 minutes. That's all we have to do. That's that mama bear. I'm talking to mama bear. I'm saying, you know what? We're just gonna go for 5 minutes. That's it. We can do 5 minutes. We go an hour every day. 5 minutes is nothing. And if after 5 minutes you wanna go back, we're gonna go back. But we're gonna go for 5 minutes. And I never go for 5 minutes. On my I'm gonna go for 5 minute days, I end up going at least 20 minutes. So we're out here walking. I still feel dizzy. I still feel the DPR. I still feel faint. I'm still having the blood sugar thought. Why didn't I check my blood sugar before I went? Maybe I should go back and check it. I mean, I actually do have pre-diabetes. Like, those are the thoughts. And I'm just like, no, we can do that when we get back. We can work with Mama Bear. We can do that when we get back. If you want to do that when we get back, we'll do that when we get back. Okay, if you want to sit down when we get back, if you want to lay in bed when we get back, we can do that. Okay, but now I'm almost to my next landmark. I have my landmarks. I know a lot of people track their steps. My friends have actually been tracking their steps. My friends who are also on this journey, some of them, and they've been encouraging me to track their steps because they just want to know what I'm at. And I'm like, I've never really tracked my steps. I just go in time and I go to landmarks and I don't know, I feel it out. I feel it out. I can tell when I need to stop. I can tell when I need to do more. But I did track my steps the other day and I was at almost like 10,000. So I think I'm doing pretty good, but I don't know. I just wanted to test it out one time just to kind of see where I'm about. But here's another tip. I have to distract myself. And I know that is not how you want to do it. You do not want to be distracting yourself. You want to be in the present moment. You want to be calm. You want to know that you're safe and be able to enjoy it. And part of the reason I don't track my steps is because I don't want to be obsessive about it. I want to get out and take a walk because it's good for me. And it's self-care. And I just want to enjoy it like I used to. And so, hang on. I am going to stop this one and start a new one because if these go too long, I don't know. There. Okay, I like knowing it's saved. So where was I going with that? Yeah, I'm still in the distraction mode. I have to distract myself. That's why my walk and talks were such like a good tool for me, because my therapist wanted me to journal anyway. And I suck at like writing journaling. I am such like an audio or visual learner. And so we kind of came up with this idea to just journal into my mic every day and just reflect, because talk therapy is helpful in a way to me, but I don't want to spend my therapy sessions doing that, because it's unhelpful in a lot of other ways. But yeah, it's like something that really, really helped me in the beginning that I can think of is like just talking to my friends while I walked. I have so many friends, we send voice memos back and forth, because it has been such a crutch for me. And all of my friends are voice memo friends, I think, most of them, because it was just so helpful for me to just get my mind off of the walking and all the symptoms and everything coming up. And I don't know, it clicked for me. And so, or I would listen to something that's not usually as helpful if I'm like listening to like a YouTube video or something, because I'm still focused on it. But if I'm doing something that makes my brain very engaged, that was really helpful. And it is something that I need to outgrow. I need to outgrow the walking and talking. I need to outgrow the chatting with my friends during my walks. But, you know, we take it in stages. We take it in stages. We take it in steps. We do what we can. I think to myself, if I have to distract myself to go out for my walk, it's better than lying in that damn bed. So I'll take it. And we'll build as we go. We'll build to the next thing as we go. So I've made it quite a ways. And I'm thinking to myself, it's okay if we have a shorter day today. I'm not pressuring myself. I'm not sitting here thinking, we need to make it to an hour frantically. No, it's totally fine if we need to pull back today. It's absolutely fine. We're doing wonderful. Look how far we've come. It's okay. But we're not going to go lay in that bed. But we can lay on the couch. We can take a rest. We can do a 20-minute walk. We can do a 5-minute walk. We can do something. We can do anything. But we're not going to go crash in that bed, because we're not using that coping mechanism anymore. We're outgrowing it. It's like the mom who has to take away the binky or the security blanket. It sucks for a little while, but we're not going to lean back on that. So wherever your shutdown spot is, wherever your fight or flight spot is, that's that chronic, not serving me anymore coping mechanism, you just have to train yourself not to need it anymore. You have to say, we just don't have that available to us. We have to find something else, whatever it is. And we're just gonna keep building that road, even though it sucks to do construction. It's really inconvenient. It doesn't feel good. And yeah, so now my mind is kind of more quiet right now. And the symptoms, they're still raging. They don't feel good. And like right now, I kind of feel like a light panic attack coming on. This is just part of my everyday walks. No big deal. I know I'm gonna get through it. I've gotten through it a million times before. I've gotten through way worse ones. I made it home. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. And if we die, we die. I literally have to tell my mind that. I know it seems like so crazy and wild and out there, but like that's just how that old man thinks. That's how that anxious man thinks. That's how that, it's like they say, the same person who got you into this and carries you through this is not going to be the same person who comes out of it. You have to become a different person. So right now that old person is coming up and she's scared. She's unrealistically scared. It's embarrassing, it's cringy, it's annoying. I want to push her down and be like, ew. But I know that doesn't work. And I'm like, come on, come along with me. I'm going to show you We're going to go open that closet together, and I'm going to show you there's no monster in there. Let's do this together. It's okay, I get it. Yeah, it's weird that you're afraid of going on a walk in a totally safe neighborhood. I mean, I'm more likely probably to get hit by a car than to collapse on the sidewalk, according to my history. I've never fainted on a walk, ever. So the chances of me fainting are very, very slim, according to evidence and history. I just have to bring that rationality to my mind. And that comes by having all these days I've went out for a walk. I only have that to draw on when this person is scared in me, because I've done it. I have proof. I have proof. And to me, that's powerful. That's more powerful than any affirmation or any visualization will ever do. And so yeah, we're gonna open up the closet. I'm gonna show her there's no monster in there. I'm gonna say, yeah, your fears are not, they're valid, but they're not logical. But I get it. And we're just gonna bring her along with us. So I'm feeling a little panicky, but I'm going, because I've got to break through that. I've got to keep pushing that muscle. I've got to keep lifting that weight. I got to keep at it, because if I just give up and I go home in the middle of this panic attack, she's like, oh, okay, so we do need to go home. There is something wrong. This is bad. I was right. And I have to be that adult in the room and go gently with her to the closet and show her by continuing to walk. And I don't mean to push too far. We don't want to push too far. We want Mama Bear to feel safe. But I'm in my safety zone right now. I'm in my training threshold. I know I can go an hour. I'm only going a few minutes today. So she's okay. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like that we're not going home. But she's uncomfortable, but she's not so overwhelmed she's shutting down. So we're just gonna keep going, because I need this practice. I need her to come up. I need her to come along with me. I need that weight, and I need to keep lifting it so I can build that muscle. So I'm gonna keep going so I can get stronger. I'm not gonna not show up at the gym today. I'm gonna show up at the gym today. I'm gonna get my workout in. This is a mind workout. It really is. My body's perfectly capable. But my mind, this old man, has been running the ship. I just was MIA. I don't know where I was. But it just, this thing took over. And now I'm back in the driver's seat. And it's like a little kid that maybe, I don't know, you're taking something away from them. I mean, let's use the Binky example, okay? They're not gonna like it for a little while. They're not gonna like it. And they're gonna probably throw a fit and a tantrum, and they're gonna push and push and push, and they're gonna test your boundaries to see if you're gonna cave. And you have to stick with it. You have to be consistent. You have to go long enough that they finally surrender and say, okay, Mom's not gonna give in, Dad's not gonna give in. And they accept it. And that's how you move to that next level. You keep, even if all it is you're standing out of bed. It can be so small, and it's okay. This thing is really ugly and it's really nasty. It is straight up fear. It is a disease of fear. And it affects our bodies, because our minds and bodies are connected. And where our minds go, our bodies go. But that's a good thing. Where our minds go, our bodies go. So if you can change your mind, you can change where your body goes. But it takes time. You have to show it that it's safe and it's okay. And if you don't show up, it's never going to learn that. If that kid comes against you, I want my binky back, I want my binky back, and you give in halfway through the process, it's going to be that much harder. So you find that little inch that you're going to do, and that's your anchor, that's your starting point. You never do less than that, and that should be a little bit out of your comfort zone. For me, it was, I'm going out on the porch and I'm going to sit for 30 seconds. And I'm going to have a panic attack the whole time I'm doing it. And now my anchor, because we've grown, is I'm going to go out on a walk from anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour, depending on the day, depending on how much that program's working. Yesterday we had a really stressful day, and my body's like, oh, my brain, we got to deal with this stress. So let's go back to the old thing. Come on, Sandy, let's go back to the old thing. We know that works. Let's go back on that old road. Let's not build the new one. I don't want to. Let's go back to the old one. And I just have to keep redirecting, showing up at the gym. And now my new thing is I can go 20 minutes to an hour. I can do that even though I'm having a panic attack. Maybe having a panic attack during it. I know I can do it. I'm gonna do it. And I feel awful right now. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And I don't know, that's, I don't think you get rid of the fear. I think you do it in the face of fear. You do it anyway, in spite of the fear. You teach yourself in the midst of it, when it's pushing against you, when it's heavy, when it's all this pressure, when it's hard, when there's lots of resistance, you stand in that place and you learn to stand solid. So now it doesn't matter if there's fear there. Like right now, it doesn't feel good. I'm definitely experiencing fear. I don't like it. There's that temptation. I'm not trying to get rid of that. I'm trying to be in it and get better at dealing with it. I'm starting with my 5-pound weights. I'm learning to master those. And I build up to 10 pounds, and 15, and 20, and I build up and up and up. Now, 5 pounds is nothing. 5 pounds is nothing. I can handle 5 pounds. And fear, when we go out on these walks and we're feeling fear, and it can be anything. I know someone who doesn't have chronic illness, but they follow me. They watched my video. They sent me a message, and they said, I'm a woman, and I've heard so many horror stories. Okay, warning, disclaimer. Skip this part. It could be a trigger. I'm afraid I'm going to get kidnapped on my walk. She doesn't have anything else. But I don't want to go on a walk, and I'm withering away because I'm too afraid to go on a walk by myself, and I always have to have someone with me, and I don't want to be dependent like that. I don't want to let this fear rule my life. Maybe I end up getting kidnapped one day, but at least I got my freedom. You know? At least I broke out of those chains. She's a prisoner in her own mind. Forget someone else. And it's like, no matter what the fear is, we have to, it's not about getting rid of it. It's about putting ourselves into it and learning to deal with it instead of running away from it or fighting, flighting, fleeing, whatever flavor of fight or flight you call on that you're used to. We're not doing that anymore. We're going straight into it. We are facing it. Instead of it coming to us and we're running from it, no. It's coming to us and we're going towards it. Actually, if it's not even coming to us, we're going towards it. We're teaching ourselves to go towards it and not be afraid of it and not submit to it. And we're learning to be in it and deal with it. So now I can go on a walk, and no matter if a panic attack shows up or not, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. I can handle it. I can handle it. I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I'm learning confidence. I'm learning trust in myself. I'm learning trust in God and something bigger to help me out in those moments. I'm trusting this new man. I'm trusting this new way. And yeah, it's okay. So now I'm actually going to go home. I don't know how long I've been out here, but I've got what I wanted. I pushed outside of my comfort zone. We didn't stay home. We didn't lay in that bed. But Mama Bear still ain't happy. We pushed through that panic attack. We pushed through those symptoms. I proved to myself I could do it. I lifted those weights. I got some more strength. I built upon. Now I can draw on that experience when I feel like total crap. Guess what, Sandy? We did it last time. We're going to do it this time. I don't have to live in fear now. I won. I won against fear today. And I'm going to win tomorrow. And so are you. So keep going, friend, because you got this. Take it as small as you have to go, but do not run away, because I guarantee you, fear has convinced you you are smaller than it, but that is not the truth. You are bigger than it. You will have victory. You are victorious. That is your identity. That is who you are. Step into that victory and claim it. It's yours. It's right there. But you have to become someone different to have that. You have to become a victorious person, which is who you are. You are a victorious person. It's like a child who is destined to walk. That is who they are. They are human. They are made, designed to walk upright on two legs. You are victorious. You might not remember it. You might not know it yet. Stick to those people who know you're meant to walk. We all have parents around us that know and can see our potential. When we're little and we can't walk yet, they know, they see that, they hold us to it. When we're trying to walk, they hold out their hands and say, come on, you can do it, because they know we can. Stay around those people who know who you are and can remind you who you are and hold out their arms to you. Step forward. Step forward. You can do this. I'm here holding out my arms to you right now. I'll be the parent. I'll be the parent. You are victorious. That is who you are. That is who you are meant to be. You are a conqueror of fear. You are not a below, you are above. You walk and you trample on these things. That's who the F you are. Do not forget who you are, and do not let that thing win, because you have power over it. You do. You might have forgotten it. You might have to get it back an inch at a time. But that's who you are. You've forgotten who you are. You've let this old program, this fear, come in and take over. You're not meant to live that way. That's not who you are. You've forgotten who you are. Step out today, even if it's an inch, and reclaim who the F you are and show it who you are. You will not live in fear. It can be here. It can be tempting you. It can be pushing at you. It can give you all it's got. And maybe some days you fall. And maybe some days you give in to it. That's okay. It's part of the process. Part of the process is getting knocked down and learning to get back up again. We have to become self-sufficient. We have to know how to get back up again. That's part of it. When a little kid is learning to walk and he tumbles over, he's got to learn to stand back up again. That's part of walking. And part of your freedom over fear is getting knocked down. Just don't stay there, friend. Do not stay there. Remember who you are. And when you forget, oh man, when you're doing good, make sure you get those people around you. Make sure you get those things around you that can remind you. Because I forgot. I had a lot of people remind me that I can walk. I am a human being and I am meant to walk. And I will walk. If I got to do it in a freaking wheelchair, I'm going to move. Because that's who I am. I am not speaking death over myself anymore. I'm speaking life. because I want to live and I'm choosing to live and I'm showing myself every day. I'm showing the universe, whatever the powers that be, I'm choosing life today, even in the smallest way. Okay, friend, I've been inside for a while now. No, I am going to get off of here. I'm going to go get my breakfast. Yeah, that was all just organic. I don't know what use this is, but I'm going to put it out there. I hope it's helpful to someone. And I love you. You got this. Listen to this at any point in this, and just, if you need to, just do your little movement, whatever that is. And if you need me to come along with you, just push play in this at any point. Push play, push play. Just get yourself surrounded in life. Surround yourself in life. It will leech off on you. All you got to do is show up and immerse yourself in an environment that's life-giving. And it will leech onto you, and it will fill you up. And pretty soon, day after day after day, you're going to look back like me 3 years later and been like, wow, I was dying. I felt like I was dying in that bed. I was just existing. I didn't think I could get out of this, and look at me now. I am victorious. Okay, bye, friend.